Hello, Bob. How
Hi
are
Roy,
you? How are you today?
I'm very good. I'm excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And where are you in the world?
Well, originally I'm from Scotland, the north of Scotland. I'm from Aberdeen. My second wife is Lee. We've been married for 33 years now. She's originally from Southampton. We've lived in many different places, including abroad in Spain. But right now, we recently made our last move and we've come back to Southampton again for maybe the third and last time. So we're based in Southampton in the very south of England.
Okay. Is it raining today
It's
already?
beautiful. It's got beautiful blue skies. We haven't seen it like this
Fantastic.
for 6 months. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
That's very good to hear, and I'm glad that you have a fantastic day. So, Bob, I have a question. How did you come across hypnosis? Like, when did it all start for you?
Yeah. Well, we would all have come across it before we came across it, if that makes sense. We had a
Yes.
look at it. There was a moment. We walked away. A couple of years passed, and something happened. And that would have been the same with me. I went and I saw a hypnotist, and I believed, of course, that it was probably an act. It could not be real because the human mind doesn't
Of
do things
course.
like that. But I'm known in different things at different times in my life. Some people only think I'm a blues singer. Can you believe that? They only think I'm a singer.
No, how can they think that?
They don't know I do hypnosis. They've never known it. That's not the world that they're in. Some people only think that I'm a stage hypnotist. Yeah, I just do shows. Some people only think that I'm a close-up magician. Some people only think that I'm a mentalist, that I've done lots of shows doing mentalism. And of course, some people only think that I'm a hypnotherapist. And that's okay. Some people in Scotland think I'm what's called a death doula. And a death doula,
I
there's
know.
such a thing as a birth doula. They help people in birth. But me, when people are scared of death or dying, they contact me. That's where I get involved in that. Now, the hypnosis thing, I played with a band called Cockney Haggis. That's a strange name for you. And this was back in 1973. And we were playing at a place in Aberdeen called the Queen's Hotel. And we were billed as the funkiest band in town. And we were terrified because we didn't know any funk at all. So we couldn't understand how that happened. Anyway, we pulled up in the van. It's about 7 o'clock at night. We're getting the gear out of the van. There's a beautiful woman standing there. Her name was Liz, and she was the deputy manager of the place. And she was very helpful. She was standing, smiling. And suddenly, my drummer, a man called Ray Charston, said to her, he's a Cockney. And in his Cockney accent, he said, "Don't look into his eyes, he's an hypnotist. Don't look into his eyes, he's a hypnotist." And of course, her subconscious never heard don't, because the subconscious doesn't hear do's or don'ts, does it? So she just turned and looked into my eyes. I heard what Ray had said just a second ago. So I thought, let's have fun. So I looked at her, I wiggled my fingers because I thought that'll look good. And I said to her, "Sleep." And I caught her head just before it hit the ground. Now, my band were terrified because they didn't know I was a hypnotist. And I was really terrified because I didn't know I was a hypnotist. And to this day, when I do talks, I did a big one at the London Convention last year. And one of the questions I asked, I told this story and I said, "Here's a question for you. Who hypnotized Liz? Was it me who hypnotized Liz?
Or
Or was it my drummer who gave her the suggestion not to look into my eyes because I was a hypnotist? Or was it Liz who believed the suggestion?" I can tell you now that there are highly skilled people, a lot of people in that room. Not of a couple hundred people, apart from one or two, everybody said probably Liz, and I think they're right
yeah. So I
because
would agree with that.
so that's how I got into it. After I got into it, I went back to members of my family who knew about it. And of course, in growing up, I'd looked at it, but not a lot. So I've got uncles and friends who taught me, parlor hypnosis, hypnosis in the home, hypnosis in the street. And then when I went off, did Europe, did lots of very, very cheap stage shows, maybe doing 6 or 7 a day to an audience of five, four
Wow.
who were drunk and one who wasn't even listening to me. So, but it was good experience to have all that failures. It was brilliant. I couldn't hypnotize a dog. It was just horrendous. But suddenly you become better and better and better. Now, again, many years ago, I trained as and I became an accredited spiritual healer. And that's something that stayed with me all my life since the 70s. So along with the healing, I found out that this thing called hypnosis, if I could learn it, I could take away, not everyone, but some people's pain just like that. Might come back again, of course, but I could do some stuff with it. So I blended the two. And then, because I did a degree and did an honours degree in psychology and got involved as a psychologist, I then opened up a therapy room as a hypnotherapist. I now call myself a clinical hypnotist. I don't think it makes any difference whatsoever, but that's the term I would go under now. And I started seeing lots and lots of people. So that, Roy, in a very scattered nutshell, is how I got involved in it. Yeah.
That is one of the most fantastic stories that I've heard. And maybe next year we'll bring Liz also as a hypnotherapist to Hypnotic Horizon, if she's still around.
Okay.
Yet, yeah. So you've worked with lots and lots of people, and you have a good experience under your belt. And I wonder for you, if you can name one thing, I know that there's probably more than one, yet one thing that you really, really like about hypnosis.
It's a funny thing, but that day has almost gone. I think if we went back to the 70s, we'd sit down and you'd need paper and pen for me to tell you all the things I liked about it. But after I liked about it, I got to know about it even more. And like didn't come into it. It just simply was. It's like asking me, do I really like my little finger?
Do you?
I don't dislike it, but it
Okay,
just, and it's
fair
like
enough.
that in hypnosis.
Okay.
I think I've got more dislikes in hypnosis than likes in hypnosis nowadays. Yeah. So that's a strange one, and I mean by that the amount of people that are involved in it that shouldn't be involved in it. They're doing lectures in it, but they've been studying for maybe a couple of months. I've turned into an old grumpy man, but the like is still the same. The big like that is it's a possibility that I can talk to someone and get them into a certain state. That's a good word instead of hypnosis, a certain state whereby we can create tiny miracles that we don't quite understand. I like that more than anything, I think.
Now that is the answer I was looking for. So thank you. And you're going to give a talk. Hopefully, you said, I understand it might change by the time you get your
Yeah,
presentation.
yeah.
And
I know they talk very well. Don't worry about that. I'm
all right,
well
not
trained.
worried, not worried. You're going to talk about, I mean, for those that don't know you, you're very famous in the world of hypnosis as the inventor of the swan technique. And you're going to talk about lucid dreaming with the swan. Like, what? And like, can you tell us a little bit about what we can expect from it?
Well,
Would
I think I'd been drinking when I said I would do this. I've had a
okay,
think, yeah.
all right. So, do you
But
think about what else you would like to do?
no, we're fine. So I am a lucid dreamer. I'm a strong lucid dreamer. I will lucid dream maybe 2, 3 times every week. It's something that's really important to me. I know that you, Roy, will not waste, but you'll spend 25 years of your life uh, doing nothing. You'll be asleep. And so where I come from, I think surely it's maybe not asleep. It's maybe something. And maybe dreams could be not just dreams. It could be imagination, but maybe some of them are not. Maybe there's something happening there. So I started asking all these questions, and then one day, Roy, I'll tell you this little snippet because it's an interesting one. One day, I was suddenly I am sitting cross-legged on a mountain top, a peak. I feel I'm in Asia. And I look to my right, and there's a Chinaman with long pigtails, yeah, this lovely silk suit, and he has for me a beautiful teacup on a saucer, and it's tea, it's green tea. And I take a sip, and I thank him for it. And I look at the land, and it's beautiful. And I said to him, I'm dreaming, yes." And he said something remarkable. He smiled and said, "If you think you are." And that exploded my mind. If you think about it, I thought, what a great answer. But then what I did, Roy, was this. I put my left hand down and I could feel my wife's right knee in the bed I was lying in. And I put my right hand down and I could feel the edge of the bed. And yet here I am sitting on a mountaintop with this wonderful Chinaman who told me, I'm dreaming if I think I am. So I really started getting involved in lucid dreaming. So it's a big thing for me. And of course, linked to the swan, uh, I've got involved now in teaching lucid dreaming, but also with the help of the swan, which is very, very powerful. That's it, roughly. Yeah.
I am so looking forward for that because I personally I think I lucid dreams once in my life, and I'm I would love to get to hear your technique or advice or stories, and hopefully that will inspire me as well to get better or more, I don't know, proficient. I have no clue, but if that will help me to lucid dream, I mean, that would
Yeah.
be amazing.
Well,
And
the next course I've got is in the 6th and 7th of June up in Birmingham. I'm lazy. I don't want to do these things. I get hammered into doing this by my promoters. But I'll be doing lucid dreaming on that. But the thing for the people on it, what they don't know is it's not going to be fun. I'm going to be on them for the next 2 weeks. Uh, Lots of things for them to do. And they'll be thinking, God, why did I get involved in this? However, we will get some fascinating results. If I could tell you this, for example, this is not wonderful at all. I was disappointed even. I took 20 people to teach lucid dreaming. And at the end of the period of time, in a week, one had a lucid dream. Sorry, three had lucid dreams. Three
okay,
had lucid dreams, but seven others had dreams and they'd never dreamt before in their lives. So I told my stepson this. It's a shame. I don't know, three people doing it. That's like what? That would be like 15%. I expected more. And he said, "What are you mental? You've shown three people how to not waste the 25 years of their life, how to dance every night, and you got seven people who've never dreamt before in their lives, but had a dream." So you know that saying, you shoot for the stars, but you might just hit the moon. So
yeah,
with that seven, I hit the moon. Yeah, I
and
couldn't get them to lucid dream, but I got them to start dreaming for the first time in their lives. So there's lots of benefits in the teachings. Yeah.
and I think, like your stepson, that this is an amazing achievement, and I'm glad that we don't have 2 weeks with you, so you won't be on us for 2 weeks. But I have a feeling that that 1 hour with you will open a window or a door or a slit in the dreaming universe for us to step through.
Well, everything's about moments, right? So while we do this thing, I'm with you guys for an hour. Somebody somewhere will be sitting. They'll
Exactly.
look at me. They'll put their head to the side. They'll smile. They'll take their pen. They'll write something down. They'll try something that night, and in that moment, their lives might change. I love moments. I really love moments. Yeah.
Well, there's nothing else but moments. Life is just a string of, or maybe it's just one moment strung endlessly in time. I don't know. But we won't get into metaphysics and philosophy right now.
Okay.
And that's actually all that I have for you for today. And it's been
More
fantastic. Thank you so much, Bob.
good.
And since you're presenting right after me, I guarantee to you I will be there. And I hope that those that listen will
And
also
if
be there and
and
join
if I'm right
us.
after you, if I'm right after you, Roy, remember your hospitality. Perform badly just for me following you. Is that okay?
Ah, yes. Thank you for
Okay.
reminding me. And I will absolutely do my best to perform horribly. Okay?
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Bob, thank you so much. And we'll see you April 26th, Hypnotic Horizon. And
Looking forward to it.
really looking forward for it. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Take care, everybody. So long. We'll catch you then.